Yes, people, it's Jacob back up on the one up top. Before you watch this video, remember what you got to do. You got to like, share, subscribe, notifications and all that. But I'm coming to you raw straight as it ends. Like, my gosh, my kids watch this, so I can't use the language that I want to use, but it's frustrating again. It's frustrating again. Now, I don't care what nobody says. I don't care what you say. I know that Dyer made that error, but in the grand scheme of things, yeah, why are we letting people attack us? It's like we're playing a game. It's like, yeah, go on, take the lead. If you take the lead, we're going to come back. You can't keep doing that. You can't keep doing that, Tottenham. And it's not even Tottenham, Conte. It's on Conte. I don't care what nobody says. Do you know what I mean? It's like, if we're 2-0 down, half time, all Tottenham fans are like, this could be 3, 4, 5. But you look at the second half, we could have scored 5 in that half. But if you start the way that you mean to go on, you probably beat Liverpool convincingly. But nah, we just sit off. We just sit off like Liverpool are top of the league and smashing it. They've been bad themselves. I spoke to so many Liverpool fans and every single one of them was not confident today. And I'm saying to them, I don't know why you're confident. It's Tottenham. Tottenham will allow you to get this result. I'm speaking to my cousin. We will allow you to get the result. I'm speaking to other friends. We will allow you to get the result. But they're all like going, no, Jake, you're waffling. But this is why I know it. One, because it's Tottenham and we always bottle it. And two, because Conte just sits off. It doesn't matter whether you're Liverpool, Marseille, Bournemouth or Cheltenham. This guy decides to sit off in the first half. But then it's like, you're literally counting on a counter-attack which today was never going to be on. We had no pace. Harry Kane was up top on his own with Perisic, who, apparently is our best defender. He's our best defender, but he's playing up front with Harry Kane, and we're playing the same formation. Not only that, we played the same formation that we did against Man United, where Man United literally dominated us because Luke Shaw and Dalot, who were their fullbacks, were allowed to come into midfield, dominate the game, and literally had freedom in the park. So we said, you know what, yeah, that was a bad result. We'll do it against Liverpool, who arguably on the ball have got the 2 best left backs in the, fullbacks in the league, let alone Europe, over the last 5 years. Trent, if you're saying to Trent, yeah, you can have all the ball you want. Alexander-Arnold, do what you want. I'd understand if Salah was up front, but you had Núñez up front. You had a guy that's like 2 inches taller than me up front. So Liverpool didn't execute the crosses in. Didn't execute that. But if they did, we would have got battered first half because it's just like we're literally saying, oh yeah, don't worry about their fullbacks. Don't worry about their fullbacks. Trent Alexander-Arnold's been on the worst form ever. But we're saying, you know what, yeah, what we're going to do is take advantage of that bad form with Ryan Sessegnon, who's on bad form himself, who can't cross. What was the tactic? So it's like, when you look at the setup of our Spurs team, not only what I saw on paper, but the way we dropped off Liverpool, like they've been excellent all season, you're asking for a 2-0 down. I was in groups where everyone was saying Tottenham going to get a cricket score, and you look at the second, in the first half, it could have been a cricket score. If Liverpool on the form that they've had over the last 4 years, that could have been 5-0. But we were lucky to go into it 2-0. Like, in my mind, I was like, if we went into that second half 1-0 down with the Salah goal, cool. But then obviously, Eric Salud Dyer decides to go and do what he's got to do. Like, that header was never on, whether it was a firm header or, you had a head made of marble. That was never on. You had like 10 minutes to decide what you're going to do with that, and you decided to do that. 2-0. But even though, granted, the first half was bad, we could have easily took advantage of that, but then we showed in the second half, like, if we did what we did in the first half, like, Kulusevski came on and changed the game. If he's fit enough to be on the bench, give him the first 45 then. Give him the first 45 and allow us to press Liverpool because they're under pressure. But no, we decide that we'll go, we'll go 2-0 down and then we'll play. It's like I keep saying on all my shows, football is such as much as it's a difficult game to manage, some things are so simple. There's no like stupidness towards it. It's like the last, 3 or 4 games, we've gone 2-0 down. Why have we gone 2-0 down? Because Conte has just gone, yeah, we'll keep it 0-0 at half time. Stop doing that. Because every second half, I don't know how many Tottenham fans that I know that would rather not watch the first half and watch the second half. Why is that? Because second half is the way we're supposed to play. Not just Tottenham, in general. Go and take the lead. Take the team on. Why are we sitting there as if we're like scared of everybody? You know what I mean? Liverpool are a great side and have been, but it's like we did the same against Bournemouth, we did the same against Newcastle, and we did the same against United. And each one of those teams was getting talked about being in bad form. Bournemouth, probably the worst team in the league. Newcastle, everyone's like, will they get top four? I don't know. The test is Tottenham. Man United, they drew 0-0 with Newcastle, and Newcastle realistically should have won the game at Old Trafford. So everyone was talking about Tottenham going to win this light work. But then we just allow everybody to take it, and I've been saying it, and I will keep saying it. The team that we've got, if we go 2-0 down, we won't bring it back. I know it's a simple characteristic for a lot of teams. It doesn't matter if you're Man United, Bayern Munich, Liverpool, Man City. If you go 2-0 down, it's tough. But our team is tough anyway. But then when you go 2-0 down, we will lose the game. 1-0 down, I'm confident. 2-0 down, dead. And this has been proved in the last 4 games in the Premier League. We've gone 2-0 down to Liverpool, lost. We've gone 2-0 down to Newcastle, lost. We've gone 2-0 down to Man City, lost. And then prior to that, we went 2-0 down to Sporting Lisbon, lost. I don't know whether I'm being reactionary or Conte's just stupid. How are you seeing these games in the last 2, 3, 4 weeks? We're going 2-0 down with your dumb tactic of sitting off like we're Burnley, but then in the second half, you go gung-ho like Man City. Don't it register that, hold up, let me just switch these round. Because imagine, hindsight's a wonderful thing, but if we played the same way we did in the second half, in the first half, against Liverpool wouldn't know what was happening. But no, we're like, nah, we'll sit off. We're sitting off Liverpool based off the name of the club and the history of the club. Now, if you told me that you were going to do that, fine, because Liverpool, most successful English club that's about. But they're 10th in the league for a reason. Champions League, they're smashing it, but they're not doing well. Every Liverpool fan I know, hardened Liverpool fans, were not confident today. But the only people that were confident that Liverpool were going to win the league were our players, our coach. Because if you thought that we were going to go and take Liverpool and press them on and establish ourselves as trying to do something this season, you didn't show it. Why are you trying to go 0-0 at half time against a team that's 10th, regardless of Liverpool, Newcastle, West Ham? Even if it's Man City, why are you showing teams respect? You need to earn respect in football. You need to earn respect in life, if you ask me. So if you want to earn respect in life, in football, whatever you want to do, go and earn it. But Tottenham ain't earning that respect in life, in football. They're just going, oh, you know what? We just want to sit in life, earn a 9 to 5 and just do what we want to do. And we just don't want to mind anybody's business. But at the same time, we want to be the most successful thing in the world. Shut up. End of the day, Tottenham will always do this. Conte needs to take an L for this. The players, I commend them for the second half, but I couldn't really give a shit, to be fair, because you were 2-0 down and it was your fault for that as well. So I don't really, as much as I blame the players, it's Conte. Stop sitting off. If you're going to keep sitting off, we'll finish 10th. If you're going to, I don't understand. It feels like Conte needs a spliff because people that I know smoke the weed, have a little doobie, will wake you up and make you think, hold up, that was a bit fucking stupid. Have a spliff, bruv. Have a spliff, wake yourself up and understand that if we press teams first, regardless of Liverpool, West Ham, Newcastle or Cheltenham, we will win games. But you don't want to do it. You're bringing Lucas Moura in on 87th minute when we're peppering Liverpool. Bring him on in the 77th, 67th. But you bring him on with 10 minutes to go. Stupid. I don't care what no one says. World-class managers can be criticised. Pep's been up there, criticised. Klopp is getting criticised right now. But he's won everything in the game with Liverpool over the last 6 years. So we can criticise Conte. Stupid tactics. Don't be dead in the first half and then you won't have these results. You got lucky against Marseille. You got lucky against other sides. But when you come up against the elite, you're not going to get lucky. So I don't care what no one says. If you're watching this and you think Conte ain't capable, cool. Because he's the one picking Emerson Royal. He's the one picking Eric Dyer. He's the guy picking these formations with our best left back up front. So don't talk to me about, leave off Conte's world-class manager. This is why I say Tottenham was small club mentality, because any other big club had Conte. Not saying he'd get sacked, but he'd get questioned without saying that, oh, Conte, we should appreciate him. We should appreciate having him as a manager. Chelsea had him as a manager, won a league and a couple of FA Cups, sacked him as soon as he's 10th. But because we're so dead and we're such a small club, we're like, oh, Conte, bow down, even though he makes mistakes. This guy's picking Emerson Royal. Jed Spence ain't even in the squad. But we're talking about this. I'm not saying get him sacked, but for me, Conte, one, makes mistakes because sometimes he makes the dumb decisions, but two, I don't really think he cares about Tottenham too tough because he's in the driving seat. He's literally saying, don't really matter what happened here. You're going to give me that deal, or you're going to give me 200 mil, because if you don't, I'll just go to Juventus. Tottenham fans need to wake up and realise, it don't matter what coach we got, it's open to criticism throughout the whole thing. The whole thing. It's got Conte, criticism. Daniel Levy, criticism. Recruitment team, criticism. Fan base, criticism. You're all there to be criticised. Tottenham fans in the whole are happy to laud smallness. I don't care what no one says. Tottenham fans you get Tottenham fans that are like, oh yeah, you got to bow down to Conte because we beat Everton. You got to bow down to Daniel Levy because we got a nice stadium. That's what most of us are doing. I don't do that. I couldn't give a crap if we're playing at the park down the road. Tottenham Hotspur could be playing at the road at the park. Did we win the FA Cup? Yes. Did we win the League Cup? Yes. Are we challenging for the league? Yes. Play at the park down the road. Stay at the lane. I don't care about you can get a pint upside down at the new stadium. Don't care about all that. I care about what goes on at the grass, and it comes across like a lot of fans, a lot of owners, or the owners that we've got, don't care. It gets to the point where when you've got, if you run a business, if everybody's common knowledge is we're accepting mediocrity, you're going to get mediocrity. If we're trying to aim for the top, you get the top. You all have to do it in one bundle. You look at someone like Amazon, if the owner's saying we're going to be the best, and then you've got staff members below you that are going to be the best, and then you've got staff members below you to the point where you've got the delivery drivers that want to be the best, you're going to be the best. But if you're going to be a Woolworths and just go, you know what, we just want to sit here and lay in the cut and, make sure that Tesco's don't gazump us, that's when you go bust. Man City, go to the top. Liverpool, go to the top. United, Arsenal, go to the top. Tottenham are Woolworths. Simple as that. You're going to go bust. Simple as that. End of the day, that's me done. Jacob at the one up top. And it's a shame that the only one that ain't at the top and never will be at the top, Tottenham Hotspur.